Welcome back to Nullius. Last time I did this ECH production and I added some more proper pipe connections to the new pipe bus. Now I also want to figure out what I wanted to use this ECH for. I guess epoxy, and I still need to make BPA. I think I should have all the required ingredients here, so I might just start that. I'll have to check whether that actually works. And also I guess oxygen still needs to be also connected to this fluid bus. I already forgot what it was that I needed to add there. So this doesn't really work. I guess it can be built a little bit better. Like this. I guess it's difficult if it should connect on two sides. Although I might just move this underground pipe a little bit to the left. And now this is a little bit less awkward. And I might as well move all of this a tiny bit so that the chaos is further away from all of these pipes. Okay, so now we have oxygen. And there was one other thing, but I guess I'll just wing it whenever necessary. So I guess, yeah, looking at this pipe, the white-ish lines look a bit similar, but they are actually different fluids, so I guess there is no mixing going on in a bad way. And I wanted to make BPA. So now I need to get pipe connections there. Just need to figure out what these things are. Benzene. This is benzene. This almost is good aligned. Or well aligned. Now I also want to add yield modules to these factories. I want more of them. And I guess I did never actually connect more pipes to this factory, so I should do that soon as well. Maybe I'll just have a proof of concept by adding one connection to each factory and later doing the heavy lifting and adding more stuff. And this will have to have a belt and inserter. And I guess the power will come from the right side. Now I need to connect propene and oxygen. I guess this is propene already. I guess the oxygen is perfectly aligned. And the propene will be a bit worse, but I guess that's also fine. Sometimes I have to do that in the middle of these connections. And now this is producing things. I guess I might just throw some BPA into small chests. For a while, until I actually need it. And then I need carbon dioxide connections. The problem here is that at some point this might get in the way of actual solid stuff on bus lanes. Not sure how I want to handle that. Maybe I will need some kind of limit there and only go further up from this point onwards with the solids. So that might be something like here. I'll move all the way over to the left. So I guess maybe the wind turbines might be some kind of limit, so the topmost point of that may not be, I may not go further north than that with the pipe bus. But anyway, now I can connect the wastewater and carbon dioxide. I guess carbon dioxide might be next to the oxygen. Almost works. Only almost. And then the wastewater will also get its own line. Maybe up there, I don't know if there's anything else. Brine and ECH. So this is wastewater, and I guess I want to have brine and wastewater going somewhere. I think this might be... No, is this not brine? This is sludge. Sludge is not the same as brine. Maybe I need to do something with brine closer to where I am, or for now just store more of it, since this is already full. I might just do the same thing here with a tank next to it and dealing with that later. But the wastewater could be connected since that is already closer by. Want to take the car potentially, so I will go a little bit further to the right with that. Also, this brine pipe should be a bit better aligned to this diagonal. Car is hiding down there. And some robots do want to give me stuff. Managed to not collide with anything yet. So I guess I'll have to go very far, at least for the wastewater. And I still want to figure out again what I can do with brine. Maybe I can do something useful here. If I need more chlorine, I could do brine electrolysis. I wanted to do something with soda ash, maybe. And this would also involve the carbon dioxide that was a byproduct of the other thing. But I would need ammonia. Not sure about ammonia being close by. There is at least nitrogen. There is nitric acid. I would have thought ammonia might have been close by, but maybe that's slightly in a different place. This is where ethylene, propene, and benzene comes from. I mean, this might already be part of the same bus structure. Maybe I will move this down later a little bit. Once I have proper many construction bots, that shouldn't be too difficult. But I still have very many different production lines that I need to get restructured eventually. Especially all of those, they are definitely in the way of belts if I would prolong these belts in all directions. Want to look at the red science production. I guess some production is actually happening again. But there are still not that many plastic items arriving at these motor factories. But I guess I will now try to get the wastewater to the place where this gets dumped into the sea. I think I'm not yet too close by. I'll try to go around the wind turbine. Then I need to get that way, maybe. So this is too much hydrogen. I guess this is not yet connecting to anything. But there is a hydrogen pipe close by that might still be accepting. So maybe I should actually connect this. It's nice to fix something on the way. Something random. What does this do? It uses ethylene to create butadiene. I don't really know whether I need more butadiene. I guess for rubber production there. Otherwise maybe there wouldn't have been any rubber. I have to check that. Whether the... Yeah, the rubber belt was very empty all the time. I don't know if that has obstructed some production. And now I see I'm pretty close to the wastewater. And I guess that is just getting dumped into the lake there. Whenever that is full. Want to see if I can do anything with wastewater. Climate sample 2. Wastewater boiling, that might actually also be useful. Wastewater filtration. might be a thing. And then there's just liquid vent, which is basically getting rid of it. Okay. I think the next thing I want to do is making epoxy. And after that I could think about doing something with brine, but that will probably be in another episode. Now there's a little bit too much pipe stuff going on here. But that's to be expected. So where can I make epoxy? I have forgotten how it looks. Probably this. I need solvent over here. I guess I should have looked before I went back here. And I guess I will still try to build that. Might already start a bit lower because I know that I want to move things down a little bit anyway. So BPA. I guess the carbon dioxide pipe is also not yet connected to anything. At least not to another carbon dioxide pipe. And that's where that is. I would like to find a way through there. And now I will just build this from the distance. I'll try to connect somewhere to this pipe bus. Okay, this is annoying. Should try to look out where I'm building things exactly. And that's actually where the carbon dioxide connects. And now it can equal out again. And then more BPA can be made. So the problem here is that I don't really have a proper bus yet. It would be nice to have something like a bus. So maybe I will try getting some kind of feeling for where this could be stored. I think many of these things are actually not going on a bus there, but that is the normal line for these furnaces. I wonder where they are going or why there are not more of them on the belt. But yeah, it seems like this is the only thing I have there for now. I'm still not sure where I would have the next thing going. I might also just use something like this line next, which would be very far up. but at least I would try to avoid colliding with a few other things. So this would be where the BPA goes, which is quite far away, and I will waste a lot of belts for that. But also maybe I should figure out whether BPA is used in many other things. So it's not used in many other things. Let's just not do that at all. I should have looked earlier. Sometimes I'm just a bit silly about these things. I don't need to put everything on the bus. That is the unspoken rule. And if I were to make plastic with BPA, quite close by. Also, this doesn't use any chlorine directly. I guess yeah, I'm making epoxy with BPA, so the epoxy also needs ECH, and that is also chlorine. So there might be some chlorine involved in the chain of production, but it's not as bad as using chlorine directly to make plastic. And if I have a lack of chlorine, then I can't make any plastic anyway. But this uses mostly oxygen and propene. So I can get rid of these things. Solvent. I guess I still need to get the solvent over here. Let me just check where solvent is. No, that's not the factory search. That is the factory search. So I need to use this and basically follow this line. So it's used in batteries and in rubber. I might be able to get this on my fluid pipe bus as well. I will make a tag. Need to remember solvent for epoxy. And this is exactly there on this connection. And I need to get this over basically. Which will not be right now, but whenever I have the time to go there. I wonder whether solvent, epoxy, or ECH will have quite similar colors in the fluid indicator. I guess it doesn't matter too much. I will connect the wastewater first, since that already has a line here. And this might still need yield. but also there's no inserter yet for the BPA. And the cable connection should be on the other side. Just because I will have inserters for each of these machines. And this one will be there. I guess I have stored enough BPA. I don't need to carry this around. So I guess I will continue with the solvent connection next time. Thank you for watching so far.